Football and also loves television because he's mastered both. He is also someone who has a great passion for grilling. His name is on the grill, the Namath Super Grill. His first name is Joe. You might have heard of him. Yeah, exactly. Our Joe Namath is here with a multifunction electric super grill. I will tell you just a few things about this before we meet Joe. If you are someone that owns a restaurant, you know what this machine is. This is very similar to what they call a salamander in a grill or in a steakhouse or in a professional kitchen, because this can heat up to 672 degrees. You pull this tray out and you pop your steaks on there, put that back inside, and that's going to use infrared heat to give you a beautiful sear, cooking and making an even presentation for everything. In addition to that, if that weren't enough, it also has a separate heating element on top, so you can saute, do your onions and peppers and mushrooms up here to go on that beautiful steak. Whatever you're making comes along with some recipes, and I've got a value story for you. There's only one other place to buy this, at namathproducts.com, and there you'd pay $547 for it. We're offering it at $250 less, and it's on Easy Pay, and the shipping and handling is free. Not $23.97, the shipping and handling is free. Okay, those are the particulars. This is a great grill, already very popular, and here is the man who makes it all possible. The one and only Joe Namath. Welcome back.
David,
nice to see you. You were here off the top of the show. That's why I'm welcoming you back. So nice to have you with us. Joe, you've had a passion for grilling for a long time. You partnered with your cousin, who is a chef, and 6 years ago, you guys began working on this super grill, right?
That's right. And your timing is perfect, too, because I have some steaks that are just perfect for you to have
beautiful
a bite,
strips.
Too, if you
Look
will.
at that.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's my favorite steak.
I fumble it with my thumb, folks. The old hands aren't like they used to be. You know, I handle a lot of
Can I give you a hand there? You okay?
No, I'll catch up to it. It's
all
just
right.
getting used to the tool, you know.
Well, you know, it's all about, it's just like handling the football for the first time. There's no practice, right?
Mine at home is not quite as springy as this one here. I'm going to put a few more on and get those ready. But this will hold, as you can see, this holds right now 4 of these best New York strip steaks that are pretty darn thick, you might say.
And we talk about this using infrared heat, Joe, and we've got a little animation to help people better understand what's happening here. If you'll take a look at the screen right there and talk to us about what we're seeing. Can you see that on the screen right there?
I do see the screen right now. Yes. Now the infrared heat, of course, that goes through. That cooks this evenly right through. After we sear
it cooks from the inside out, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. David, we put it initially to get a good sear on it. Then I lowered it down, and it comes out, folks. I'm talking about juicy, juicy.
I'm going to move these to the side here so we can see what you're okay.
Look at that color. Look at that color there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
now,
crazy.
How did you know what? This is exactly the way I eat it, you see.
That's the way I eat it, too.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
Joe Namath.
And up here,
You're so good.
We have
and
our
vegetables cooking up
vegetables.
top. Take a look
this.
right here, guys.
Potatoes, vegetables here on the griddle up top, and combination make a whole meal.
I have to tell you, that steak was like butter. It melts in your mouth. When you cook a steak properly, and you cook it the way they do in the fine steakhouses across this country with a machine very similar to this. Now, theirs is much bigger. Theirs is mounted on the wall or in a huge standalone unit, has a big tray that comes out, and you see this sometimes on television commercials for steakhouses, and you see them taking out, and the steak is sizzling, and the fat that's not been completely trimmed away is just bubbling. That's the kind of result you get here with 672 degrees of infrared heat. Joe, you said it best. That heat goes all the way through the steak, cooks it from the inside out, and while the steaks are searing, and it only takes minutes in most cases, depending on the thickness of the steak, you can cook your side dishes right on top. There's a separate heating element up top.
Yes, we have our griddle pan up top, and we control that heat to like 200 to 400 degrees.
Now, let's talk about something that's maybe a little more everyday. You might not be doing New York strips every night for dinner. If you do, adopt us, and we'll come and live at your house. But if you are like most of us, you're making cheeseburgers on a regular basis, right?
Yes.
But even something as everyday as a cheeseburger can be made quickly inside your grill. Tell us about that.
Quickly, and it's the same principle. We have the heat, we sear it in. and we take it right out. Now the cheese, when I put the cheese on, folks, it doesn't take long for that cheese to melt on here. We're talking about, I use 12 because, again, it's a lucky number.
Is that a number specific to you in some way?
It is. My mother was born in 1912 to start with. So
That must be it.
That's right.
I just remember a green and white jersey with a white 12 on the back.
That's right.
That's
and
what I
my
remember.
Daughters were both born with a number 12 in there.
And
12
my
was-
birthday is November 12th, so see there.
All
Bang,
right,
blow
so
it up.
yes. And we toast the buns right on top
For
while we
12
have
minutes.
the things working.
Kidding. All right, so you got all this going on, beautiful burgers, melting in about 12 seconds. Joe, let's move down to this next one, and then we're going to go to the middle, and this one's cold, so we can show you some of the components of this grill. If you were to go to namathproducts.com, the only other place to buy this, you're going to pay $250 more for it. We have it $250 less, and that's pretty extraordinary. These are bone-in seared pork chops.
Yes, sir. Bone-in seared pork chops. And folks, I want to tell you something here. You know, sometimes
Yes, turn it
food has a tendency to lose some moisture, especially pork or whatever. This is as moist and as sweet as can be right here.
Well, I need to let you know already 250 of these are gone. We've got some cabbage going on up here, cabbage and apples.
Yes, sir.
So red cabbage and apples, which is delightful. Red cabbage and apples and pork in January. That's a symbol of good luck, is it not? I believe that was a trivia question today, wasn't it, Mary? All right, so you got, oh, look, Joe's having a little sample.
I mean, cabbage and apples, just
Joe, you've earned it. You've earned it. You have entertained us on many a Sunday. We should feed you. All right. How many of these are gone now, Stan? Nearly 300 are gone. I do want to show everybody up top here. Joe, if we can shoot over top, you guys, I want to show this heating element under here. We're going to get that overhead camera in just real quickly and show you. You designed a grill that wouldn't just cook down below, but up top too. There's your heating element. This is so cool. And all the areas that you cook on go into the dishwasher, don't they?
all of them. A dishwasher safe. Remove all of them very easily. In this part here, we have 200 to 400 degrees. You can cook your bacon and eggs on it, put right on top of your steak.
Oh, so it's like a griddle. Could I do pancakes up here?
Sandwiches, pancakes you can do up there, and vegetables you can saute.
And this looks non-stick, I think, yes.
Yeah, and David, we can steam with this too, you see. Just put a few pieces. Oh, we have some steaming over here.
And Joe, we only have time to just real quickly show this. We're cooking flatbread pizzas up here, sauteing some broccoli with our grilled corn on the cob, and then of course this and this over here is just down below. This is the French onion soup. Okay, so how many of these are gone? Over 300 are gone. Joe, will you join me on this end?
I will.
Because you have fed us today. We'd like to feed you one of my recipes.
Oh.
Join y'all for a little
Come
bite.
in, come in.
Certainly,
And